Hey, it's me, Nat from Twiniversity, and welcome to your 23rd week of your twin pregnancy. Today, we're getting down and dirty, man. We're going to talk about things that you should or should be doing, things you may or may not be feeling, things that you need to add to your to-do list and check them off, and my favorite, questions to ask your doctor. If we still got time, maybe I'll go into some items that you need to grab this week to make it even easier for your 23rd week of pregnancy. Are you ready? Let's jump in. All right, like I said, I'm Natalie Diaz, founder of Twiniversity and author of What to Do When You're Having Two. Today we're going to talk all about your 23rd week of pregnancy. Okay, do you have your pen? You got some paper? Let's do this. First things first that I really need to get kind of into your mind is please, I beg you, please do not be comparing yourself to singletons. Do you know that at 23 weeks, your belly is the size of a 30-week singleton? So yeah, if there's somebody at work or somebody within your family that's expecting, please do not expect your pregnancy to be just like theirs. Next thing is, if you can, you really should start planning a baby shower, or maybe you're even having it soon. We have some great resources at Twiniversity as far as ideas, games for your shower with some printables, as well as my all-time favorite, how to host a Zoom baby shower. We were one of the first people on the webs to do it because a lot of parents of twins end up going on bed rest and needing to have a twin baby shower anyway. So go and check that out. Another thing that I really would love if you did this week is check on your disability policy of your job. Now, if you work in a traditional office where you may or may not have an HR person, go over to them and be like, hey dude, what do I need to do? Or hey dudette, what do I need to do? And if for some reason my doctor should put me on bed rest, is that going to qualify for short term? Or if you go on bed rest now, is that considered long term? Find out specifically what your company covers and how to go about getting that into play. If there's paperwork that needs to be done, maybe figure out where it is, get a copy of it and have it ready to go, because you could go to the doctor at any time and the doctor could say, hey Nat, you really do need to go on bed rest soon. So pay attention to that and get the specifics on what you need for your office and your policy. Next thing is, I'm telling you, it isn't easy. Like, this is still the honeymoon period because it's your second trimester, but you still may be having some nausea. If you are, please make sure that you just do a double check-in with your doctor and let them know what medications you're on, or if, maybe something's bothering your stomach, like your prenatal vitamin. So make sure you're constantly keeping in touch with them. Now, we do have a really good video on our 23rd week of pregnancies, week by week on Twiniversity. I'm going to put the link below, but we spoke to this great mom. Her name was Jessica, and she was literally in her 23rd week, and she was telling us everything that she was feeling. So make sure you check out that at twiniversity.com, and you could just put in Jessica's story, and you could probably even find it here on YouTube, but I'll put the link below. Don't get nervous. Some things that you may want to consider this week is a big one. Typically this week is when people really start feeling the kind of aggravation, I want to say, of back pain. So maybe you should seek out the assistance of a massage, an acupuncturist, or a chiropractor. No matter who you go to, please, I beg you, make sure that they are a licensed prenatal specialist. You can't just go to Joe around the corner for some acupuncture. You have to make sure that they specifically have been trained and they are super skilled in the art of pregnancy. So make sure you get that done. Now, you may also notice that it's getting a little harder and harder to put on socks. So start considering kind of your future footwear, if you will. Are there shoes that you could buy that you could slip in with no socks that could go into the washing machine just in case your feet get a little gross? Or maybe you could buy one of those contraptions that help you put on socks. You didn't know that was a thing? Totally a thing. Go Google it. Now, when you're heading to your doctor, whether it's this week, next week, or you're having perhaps a virtual visit, these are the questions that I want you to ask him. Number one, which breast pump are you entitled to through your insurance? And is that the only choice? Sometimes doctors will say, hey, listen, you get A or B, but then if you dig a little deeper, you might get C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. So find out exactly what breast pumps you're entitled to, how to go about getting that, because most insurance companies do cover them, and your doctor is a great place to start to get that information. Next thing I'd love for you to discuss is kind of like what pains are normal. As if any pain is normal, it's totally not. However, you may be feeling a little bit more pressure in your ribs if the babies are more head down, or you could be feeling kind of a little bit out of breath depending on where their head is and your lungs. So say, hey, listen, where are the babies and what typically could I feel if the babies don't really move around a lot and they just kind of settle in their position? Now, the next thing I really want you to talk to your doctor about, it's really time to start making a plan for a C-section or vaginal delivery. Sure, your doc probably gave you a scheduled C-section date around 38 weeks or before, depending on the type of pregnancy that you're having. However, if you're like, I really want a vaginal delivery, is there any way that we could kind of make this go? Start taking the initiative and start asking the questions to get the delivery that you want. Because while it's great that you have a fantastic doctor, birth is one of the things that get imprinted on your mind forever. So I really would like if you could have as close to the delivery that you've always wanted if you've always dreamed of something in particular. And finally, for your doctor, like I said about the meds, remind them everything that you're taking, whether it's a baby aspirin, whether it's Lovenox as a blood thinner, whether it's, just your regular prenatal vitamin. Inform your doctor on a regular basis about everything that you're taking, just in case they decide to prescribe something new down the line, or just if they find out that there's some kind of interaction with something else, even a supplement that you're taking. So make sure that you remind them every single time. Now, in your 23rd week, you may want to pick up a few new items. First thing that I really think that you should grab is something called a pregnancy wedge. And the pregnancy wedge is really going to be great for propping up your belly as you sleep. Instead of it kind of tugging on you as you lay in bed, it's going to provide a lot more comfort. The next thing I really think that you should grab is something that's called an It's You Babe Prenatal Cradle. It is a pregnancy garment that may or may not be covered by your insurance, so check that out. And it basically goes around your belly and crisscrosses across your boobs onto your shoulders, and your shoulders are what carries most of the weight. A typical pregnancy belt or some kind of thing like that doesn't really work for a parent of twins because our belly is going to grow to such a specific size. But the items made by It's You Babe really do kind of fit the bill, and they're really one of the only ones that make something specifically for a parent of multiples. So that's what I got for your 23rd week of pregnancy. I hope you come on over to Twiniversity.com for more. If you like tips like this, now is the time to go register for a Twiniversity class. 24 through 30 weeks is the best time to take a Twiniversity class, and you can check them out at Twiniversity.com/classes, where you'll find out more great tips like this. You may or may not see me depending on what class you register for. But even if you don't want to take a live class, take a pre-recorded class that we have available for you 24 hours a day. We have our Expectant Twins class, our Breastfeeding Twins class, and a complete baby safety course that covers everything from infant CPR to baby proofing. So head on over to Twiniversity for more information. I'll have all the links below. Please do not forget to subscribe, because next week for your 24th week, I'll have even more great tips. See you later, alligators. Thanks for watching.